Already, what's up YouTube? I'm coming back with another tutorial, another vocal preset, and we got JuiceWRLD. JuiceWRLD, you feel me? So I made sure to get this spot on. It took me about a day and a half because he has such unique vocals. But let's get into it and I'll let you hear it to see if you want to stay for the video and continue to mix it down. So let's get to it.
Told her if I die, I'ma die dumb. Every day I've been getting fucked up. Finally know the difference between love and drugs. Shawty told me I should really sober up. This shit ain't fiction, it's too real, too real. Fuck one dose, I need two pills. I'm looking for trouble, so I know I'm gonna find it. Ring, 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 hit my phone, perfect timing. I know I'm not right, but I'm not wrong.
That must sound fire. Now we're gonna compare it as well. So I actually got the reference track here this time. That way we compare to how good I mixed it down with his vocals as well. So let's get to that.
Get high with me if you're on me.
That must sound fire. So let's get into the tutorial today. We got our studio verse. I already got this saved as a preset. That way it's perfect. So first we're gonna get with the NS1. We're gonna compress some of the noise. It's almost like a noise gate. And then after that, we got the CLA 76, put it on the bluey mode. We got the input at -32. We got the output at -24. Let me get a little closer to the mic. And then we got the attack around 3, so about 2, 6 to 8. And the release at 7, and this on 8. And just make sure it's hidden between around this range. If it goes over that, that's a little okay, but you don't want it to go over too many times, because then it'll be distorted. See?
Went to Hollywood thrills.
Oops.
But I'm not wrong. Oh, lean with me, pop with me.
So I think you get it. I think you get the concept. Our compressor. Here we go. Here's the settings for it. And then we got the SSLG channel. The other one is the SSL channel, which is more for like a little bit smoother out vocals. But JuiceWRLD in this song, he was a little gritty. He was a little trap a little bit, just a little bit, but it was more like an emo rock star type deal. So here's the settings for that. We got 100, we got that. Already. So as I'm showing you the settings, this is basically what we got for JuiceWRLD. Had to pipe down just a little bit, you know, I get a little too turned. We got the syllabants. So we got all these settings. We got the J37. And you notice I did put this on -6.0. Just click this so you can turn it off and then turn it back on after you put them at the right spot. And now we got the vitamin. So we got to boost up his highs and mids, which we did here. These are like stereo width tracks, so you could copy these settings. And then we just boosting the dB of the volume of it. And then don't forget to put this punch in, because you might misleadingly not see that, and then this output as well. And then after that, we got the F6. We had to EQ his vocal like very crazy. Well, basically my vocal, but we still had to do it because he got a, like I said, he got a specific vocal that he reaches.
But I'm not wrong.
Oops. Hey, don't y'all hate it when this pop up for Pro Tools? Let's see. Yeah, now we got a little situation. I guess I'm gonna have to get quick with it. So obviously I put another EQ. This is a Q10 where you can do 10 bands instead of 7. So this is better to use, honestly. As more bands as possible makes it easier for to edit the vocal. You can copy these precisely. I did this because I heard that frequencies are very unique and very precious when it comes to the vocal. So if you got certain frequencies up and down, you can actually get the vibe out of somebody like any human in this world. So that's why some songs be making you sad and stuff. And then so we got the Magnum tube, we got it on beauty in the beast, we got the bass relief and the sensitivity, and We put the out a little bit to the left, about -2. And that's about it. We out there, and then we just keep going. We got the exciter, you know, get the little excitement from the presets. Put on mix 1, regular, -4, 5.20, -3.0. Make sure this is off, and put that at 50. We usually put it at 60, but they said, as my research go about, if you put it on 50, that's more that vintage feel like Juice WRLD. And here's for all y'all rock stars out there, y'all try to get distortion in your voice, use this mini M distortion and just turn your drive just a little bit up, however you feel, how distorted you want the vocal. So I'm gonna show you if I can real quick to see if I can distort it even heavier.
But I'm not wrong. Lean with me, pop with me, get high with me if you rock with me. Smoke with me, drink with me, fucked up liver.
Yeah, that must sound good as freak. I ain't gonna lie. It's probably my best preset until the next one. So then we got the highs, 6.0. Got this at 10. And then always watch out for this. There's 2 knobs. So this one's 3.0 and this one is on 3.2. There's 2 knobs, you see. And so low 2.0, this one 110. That one on 50. I did change the output for it down some, -2, and these are just normal settings right up here. So after that, we got to go to our reverb. So mostly on JuiceWRLD's reverb, it's bringing more of the highs out for the reverb. So we boosted the highs on the EQ first before we did the reverb, because we knew what we were aiming for. And then we got the mini reverb as well. Got the time 135, pre-delay 50, hall medium, max, low -16, mids 10, highs 23, compressor 47. Kept that the same, kept that the same, kept that the same, kept that the same. No big deal. Now we put a second reverb on it, like I told y'all in past videos. Put a second reverb on it and just turn down the dry and wet, and you got you a good kind of like a Valhalla reverb. And you know how much that costs? That's like $50. Like I said, sponsor me, Valhalla, because I'm trying to get that plug in. So we got flat 0.0, 50, feedback 35, drive 0, 0. You can kind of see it right here. Bass 150, and the gain 3.0, reverb 70, dry and wet 65. Nothing big deal. And make sure you change that to stone. You can't miss nothing in my presets, because I'm gonna make sure you get it all. And we got another EQ, just making sure the lows are taken out and just keep boosting the highs, because when he sings, you can kind of tell that his highs are the most things that are reverb. Let me play his track real quick.
Ride with me, smoke with me, drink with me.
I just found out something. Let me turn my vocal up a little bit. I feel like it's too low in here.
If you ride with me, smoke with me, drink with me, fucked up liver with some bad kidneys. Eyes red, no.
Ready, there we go. We got that turned up real quick. Next one, we got the delay. We didn't really do an EQ on the delay. I really should just take this off. It really wasn't needed. Cause when I was making this preset, I was going on it. Like I said, I've been doing this preset for about a day and a half. So we had to make sure it was perfect. But we got the delay right here, 1/4, link on, feedback. That's both sides too, because it's linked. So 45. And like I said, that's 1/4, low pass, high pass, dry and wet. Oh, and these are magic. You got to use these. So we got the 40.1, size 45, sin 50, that 35, that 90.1, that 35, that -35, that 12.0, and that 3.02, just like that. And after that, we got the mondo mod. We need, because if you notice in JuiceWRLD's preset, his delay goes back and forth. It's just not staying in one spot. So that we did that with this. I actually learned that from a producer in Lil Rock too. So shout out Kush, pretty good producer. He basically gave me that insight, and that was good insight. So we got the doubler as well. We turned direct off and just copy these settings. real quick, and let's go into the next one. Then we got the S1, put it on 1.50. That's it, just like that for the doubler. Then we got the RVox, negative 9.0. No noise gate. We already did that at the beginning. And PTEQ. Here you go. Just copy them. We got 2, 3, 5, 0, 20, 60, 4, 12 off. We turn the gain up a little bit. Now, before I continue to the rest of the vocal chain, let me go ahead and give you the dB of volumes, because most producers don't give that. Kind of makes me mad, because I kind of want to know where I need to be setting my reverb and delay at. This is at 0.0. That's negative 7.7. That's negative 6.5. And then that's negative, what is that? Negative 9.5. And then we got this at negative 10.0. So that's the studio verse. After that, you already know I put a couple extra plugins after. We got Fresh Air 26, 45. And then we got the API 2500 compressor. These are my settings real quick. I'll just click through them. There you go. Kramer tape. Already. And then we got the last S1 imager to spread out the vocal. We put it at 1.30. You can actually range this from 1.30 to 1.50, just depending on which one sounds best to you. 1.50 is a little bit more wider, but like we all know, JuiceWRLD's tone of voice is like really mono, and it sits in the middle, but it is spacious, but it's not too spacious. So that's why I chose that setting. And we got the mic mod, my favorite right here. So like I say, I'll be using the Rode NT1. It's only like $200 to $300. Go ahead and get you one. It's I put 5.0 on the source mic, and I put 0.6. I did have this at 1.0, but it took out some of the lows that I wanted in the vocal. So we already got that settled. We got the saturation at 6. And then Q1, we took some of the lows out after the mic mod. We did it around the 100 frequency. Usually it ranges from 100 to 250. Then we got the vocal rider as well. We did the sensitivity at negative 8.1. Then we got the range 2.0, negative 4. And we put on slow and brought this target down to negative 26.9. It also varies depending on how loud you record your vocals. If you record your vocals really loud, I would turn this more this way. If you record them like perfect range, I could have just kept that on 0 if I recorded a perfect range, but I was a little loud, so I had to turn it back that way. So now you get it. Left, too loud. Right, perfect. So that's basically completes our vocal chain. I didn't really do too much on the ad-libs. I'm gonna start doing ad-libs on my vocal chains as well. It was suggested by one of my fellow producers / cousins / everything. You know, me and him locked in. We be trying to get these presets out for you, and that's basically it. Then we got the beat. When you export the 2-track beat, let's go ahead and do this just in case. 35, 65, 45. Center, negative 2, 3.0. So when you export a 2-track beat, this is what you should be doing. All these settings will make it sound really good and really make it sound like JuiceWRLD. I promise you, I'm not lying. So just copy all these, make sure you get the punch. And then also S1 imager again, 1.40. See, it's a little broader than his vocal. That makes it sit well in the beat. Then we got the iann pusher. This is like the best plugin to really boost your 2-strand, not 2-strand. I'm thinking about my dreads. Yo, 2-track beat. This will really help it boost to make it sound good. Maybe if you need a bass boost, just lift this low in the push and make sure you turn this to limit and put negative 1 here. So basically, that's really what we got going. That concludes the preset today of JuiceWRLD. Just comment down below what preset I should do next, and don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see y'all guys later, and I hope y'all have a blessed day as well.